Hello, I'm doing this straight onto YouTube, so forgive me, I'm probably not going to look at the camera as much, but there you go. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who contacted me whilst I was in hospital. I know that the picture that I posted looked pretty grim. I was literally about an hour post-op at that point and I felt terrible. I thought that what I would share with you is for people who are going to go and have an ablation themselves, either in the next few months or in the future, because I think I kind of knew from my first ablation what to expect, but I was a bit shocked this time as well with how I felt and the recovery and things. So the more prepared you are, the better, really. So the first thing that I found was, and it's not just myself, there's a number of people who have also said that they experienced this, is your heels. It makes sense because your legs are probably in the same position for the entire time that you are under anaesthetic, and I'm told by nurses and doctors that that should be checked, but there's a number of people who have told me that they've had the same thing as me, so I suspect that it's a kind of part and parcel of the ablation. But your heels will be incredibly sore after the ablation. I always take a pillow in with me to the hospital, and I got them to put that pillow or one of my pillows under my legs when I got back to the ward, because I literally couldn't bear the bed touching my heels. I was under anaesthetic for 5 hours, so if you're having an ablation that's going to last an hour or two, it won't be as bad. But if you think about it, you're a dead weight on the bed, and that's the bit that's not moving because they're entering through your groin. So that was that's kind of my first thing. My second thing is, I would suggest now to maybe take like a heat rub or something for like an ibuprofen gel, if you can use ibuprofen, or like a muscle relaxant gel maybe, if you're in a hospital nearby your home. Maybe see if somebody can bring you an ice pack, because my neck and my back, I'm still having problems with them now, like they're still sore. Again, I suspect I probably fell asleep or moved into a certain position, and I was in that position obviously for 5 hours. When I woke up, that was the pain. That was the pain that I could feel, was my neck. I felt like I could not move. So it's just worth kind of thinking about that, and having a kind of contingency plan to maybe have. I asked the doctors and nurses when I was going to sleep for an ice pack. Might be worth, before you go down to surgery, asking them to put one in the fridge for you, because mine took a little while to cool down enough for me to use it, but it definitely helped. Within I'd probably had it on for like half an hour, and it really eased things off. And obviously having someone who can like massage your shoulder was really handy. The other thing is possibly a TMI, but do your bikini line, men, women, it's not just where they're going for the surgery, but also think about the fact that you're going to have very adhesive dressings on those entry points, and I'm just going to try and spare you a bit of pain. I was fine, but somebody had told me excuse me, beforehand, and kind of pre-warned me that, just to be aware of that. When I went in for my first ablation, there was like a pressure sucker, so the dressings weren't as bad, but this time I was definitely glad that I'd had that tip. So just kind of think about the fact that they are quite big dressings, and they are very, very sticky because they have to seal arteries and veins. So yeah, that's a tip. And also, throat lozenges, you are intubated whilst you are having your ablation. So anybody who's been intubated before will know that your throat is so sore, only for a couple of hours probably, but I didn't take any throat lozenges with me, and I really wish I had. Somebody had said to me afterwards about it, and I wish I kind of thought about it at the time. But yeah, that's kind of my little tips for an ablation. I don't want to scare anybody. My operation was absolutely fine within hours. I was home the next day. My heels were sorted within sort of 2 or 3 days, but take slide-on shoes, don't take closed foot shoes, because you won't be able to put them on for the first day or two. I had to send my poor mum out to get me some like flip-flops because I couldn't put any shoes on, and I hadn't thought about it at the time. So yeah, that's another thing. So make sure you've got like open back shoes. But yeah, I mean, I feel like so much better since having it done. I don't think I realised how unwell I'd been beforehand, which was probably a good thing really, but don't worry about it. I'm sure everything will be absolutely fine. The doctors and the rhythm specialists who do these kind of things are amazing, and I didn't realise that it's actually done using like sonar waves or something, so it's not a video of your heart. It is like they bounce the image. It's like a 3D image, so that's how technical it is, and that's how skilled they are. And as I say, I feel so much better. Don't panic if you're still having arrhythmia in the first kind of 8 to 10 weeks. I'm not a doctor, but my doctors have told me that that's how long it takes for your heart to heal. I'm still having bouts when my heart's going out. It's going out higher than it used to, but it's also shorter, and it's just as your heart's finding its new natural rhythm. It's gonna be up and down for a time, so again, don't panic. If you get that, just do what you would normally do, either go to A&E if you're worried, or take whatever pills or self-correct, or however you deal with it, just do it the same, and that's it. So good luck if you are having an ablation. If you've got any other tips that you want to share with me or want me to share with other people, then please get in touch, and you can do something on the comments. I'll be doing some more videos. We've got the app coming up hopefully in the next couple of months, and I'll be working hopefully with one of the UK's CHD charities, so lots of exciting stuff to look forward to, and I'll still be doing videos, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and always say hello in the comments. Thank you, see you soon.